Now, if the building was burning down and I only could pick one, I'd probably just go with...
Check, please.
I'm gonna break down the original Cidre Boisé and the intense version. Kick this off with the original Cidre Boisé. Let's start with the notes on this. Lemon, blackcurrant, bergamot. So there's a lot of citruses at the top. Spicy notes, fruity notes, patchouli, jasmine, cedar, leather, sandalwood, vanilla, white musk, and moss. So there's a lot of character with this one. A lot of different nuances and a lot of great, beautiful character in here. So apparently the newer batches of the Cidre Boisé have a pressurized atomizer. So this is the intense, and there's a pressurized atomizer. And that comes with the newer formulations. And apparently the newer formulations are a little bit weaker. And I'm mostly talking about the original. My original bottle here has a screw-on cap, and apparently the screw-on cap one has better longevity, better performance. I don't know what the difference is because I don't own a newer bottle of Cidre Boisé. I only have the screw-off cap one. So I can't compare anything as far as reformulations and stuff. From my bottle, I get great performance and great longevity. It's not beast mode, so I'm not gonna get 12, 15 hours with it. I do get 8 to 10 hours, moderate projection, which is great for this. Now let's talk about its bigger brother, Cidre Boisé Intense. So this one has the same kind of character to it, and has the same kind of personality. You're gonna get the same kind of vibe with this one, except this one picks up where the original left off. This one is deeper, it's darker, it's richer. A lot of the character from the original really plays into this one, except there's a little bit less freshness and a little less fruitiness. So the note breakdown here is pretty simple. Just like the original one, there's citruses at the top, blackcurrant, spices, leather, oud. This is where the original differs a little bit. There's oud in here, white sandalwood, patchouli, jasmine, vanilla, white musk, ambergris, and oak moss. So they're not the same scents, but they actually have a lot of the same character in here. It has a lot more woods. This one is deeper, it's darker, it's richer. Honestly, it's where the original left off. And what do I mean by that? So when this one dries down, the fruit and the citruses fade away, and it's just left with a very kind of mossy, woody scent. There is creaminess in here, but it does just become a woody scent. That's where this one comes in. So this one starts out woody, starts out intense, pun intended.
What other pun names have you used?
Lots.
This one is just an extension of the original, I believe. It is way more powerful though. I get 10, 12 hours. This one is beast mode. Extrait to parfum. It's not eau de parfum like this one is. So there is a little bit more intenseness in there. Concentrations don't really matter, but they do matter a little bit. So an extrait de parfum is usually way higher oil concentration. And if you add like the Isoe Super and the Ambroxan in there, that's just gonna push off like crazy. I don't know what they put in here exactly, but I do. I get great performance from this one. It is a stellar, stellar beast mode scent. You got to be careful with the sprays on this one, especially if you're going to work or if you're going to school. You got to be, you know, hold off on the sprays. Maybe do 3 max for work. I usually get away with 5 sprays for the original. 5 sprays is really gets me in that sweet spot. And I still am experimenting with the intense. I've been doing 3 sprays, and that seems to be doing a very good job of just getting that projection and the longevity. So if I had to pick between the two, it would really depend on what kind of mood I'm in. If I want fresh and uplifting, I'd go with the original. And if I wanted more intense, I would really wear this in the cooler weather, honestly. But if I wanted more intense woods, I'd go with this one. I'm very happy to have both of them, and this is the extension of this one. So I love this stuff, love it so much. It's like Fruit Loops in the woods. I love it, absolutely love it. And then this one is just an extension of the original. Now, if the building was burning down and I only could pick one, I'd probably just go with the original. Cidre Boisé Eau de Parfum. It's very fruity, very citrusy, but it still retains the woody aspect about it. With the intense, you're just getting that woody denseness. You're not getting that freshness. So I think this one has the edge on it. The newer formulations don't perform as well from what I've heard, so just be weary of that. If a fragrance doesn't perform like you want it to, just keep a bottle with you. That's what I always do. If I ever am going out or if I'm at work and I'm wearing a fragrance that doesn't really perform well, on my lunch break, I'll usually spray on maybe 2 or 3 sprays, and that will get me through the rest of the day. So if you're going out and partying or having a good time, you're usually probably not going out for 8 hours, 10 hours, unless you're a party animal. If you're a party animal and you're staying out for 8+ hours, then you need to find a beast mode fragrance. If you guys like fragrance related content, I do new fragrance videos weekly, all things fragrance related. So if that sounds interesting at all, hit the subscribe button. We'd love to have you.